Unundem Güter Ubatip Kerteng da Marcin Patrzałek Paarsan Snem Karta Ulawan Poy Nongbah Shillong Hagaba Utsishimbenta Hagajingtem Kabanong Lashay Kasi Katatari Lariti Mawkasiang Loong Pulatre Balik Tur Karukam Professional Lakumba Arsnem Menta Watla Arsnem Kaplong Kapor Kabidrong Bah Dre Kalong Kajingyat Kabaklem Sangi Uloong Pakani Kalay Kajingshanya Yau Baula Manwanra Yakashu Kababha Nabat Uktip Baha Yakashu Hagaba Kaajingero Jong Kipat Ba.
Special day. For me personally, I was born in Shillong and it feels amazing to come back home to bring an artist like Marcin.
Thank you so much.
To play in the land of guitar, how we'd like to describe Shillong apart from being the abode of clouds. Marcin is a person who needs no introduction when it comes to what he does with the guitar. And it was fundamentally very important for us as promoters when we brought him on a tour of India to bring him to one of the most important cities in the country. Literally the lifeline of this city is the music. And Marcin was very kind enough to come yesterday for the riff-off challenge that we had where we saw multiple guitar players from Shillong perform. But he also managed to catch what talent of music we have with the band Blue Temptation playing yesterday. So that was fun. Before we get on with everything that we want to do, I think there are a few things that we need to first highlight and thank. On this particular tour, it wouldn't have been possible without the good folks at Jameson Digital. But most importantly for us, bringing him to Shillong wouldn't have been possible without the Chief Minister's MGMP program being our partner to bring him over here. The tourism department of the government of Meghalaya has been of great support, not just in terms of promotions, but in terms of going the extra mile to making sure that the event tomorrow is something that Shillong will remember for a long time to come.
I didn't expect Mohini to be name dropped here. Well, I don't have plans right now to collab with her, but I would love to be honest. I mean, I have met her before. We met, I think, if I'm right, we met in Miami. Steve Vai did like a guitar clinic kind of thing, and I believe she was there. Maybe it was somewhere else that we met now. Maybe it was Nam. I'm not sure. But she's amazing. I mean, I look at her on Instagram all the time. She pops up and it's phenomenal how she plays. I think she's one of the best bass players in the world. Doesn't matter male or female, doesn't matter. She's absolute top. So to be honest with you, yeah, it's possible. The next music that I'm making is a little bit different. Like it's maybe a little bit heavier, to be honest. And Mohini is a bit more fusion, I think, like jazz. So I think maybe in the next few years, why not? She's incredible. Another good question. Excuse me. Another good question for you. You mean electronically the production, or do you mean the electric guitar?
No, in the production.
The production. It's a good question. I think that the problem that acoustic guitar has is that the acoustic guitarists, the solo guitarists, they don't try to reach normal people. You know, they only remain in this bubble of percussive players and acoustic players, and it's a tiny group. Like probably the amount of people in this room right now, that's how many professional percussive guitar players are in the world, you know? It's very small, very, very small. And if you keep doing a similar sound over and over, you will never grow the style beyond some small group, you know? And my mission has always been to bring the percussive style to as many people as possible. Like if you consider like Bob Marley, you know, he brought reggae to the world. Or like Paco de Lucia brought flamenco guitar to the world. This is the best thing I can hope for. You know, still a lot of work, yeah, but I think with the use of a big show, big lights, with some production, some like big bass hits, some string production, and all of that I do myself. You know, I'm a composer as well, so it's important for me to have a real artistic expression and not just a sort of 90-minute technical showcase, because that's what Arpan said. Like you need to keep the audience engaged for an hour and a half. It's a long time for one guy on stage to engage the audience. So this is. I have to say, being from Europe and especially from Poland, which is a very homogeneous type of country, everyone is kind of similar to each other. India is an exotic place, even on the drive here from the airport to Shillong, I just couldn't stop taking videos on my phone through the window just because of the nature, how absolutely exotic it is for me. So I kind of feel like I'm in a different world right now. And Arpan mentions Japan, how it's a victory market, Korea, how it's a victory market. But actually this is the place where I feel like I am exploring the most. And it's kind of a big honor actually, because what I do, the way that I play is pretty niche in general. Like it's an instrumental style, it's an instrumental type of music. It's a percussive style of guitar, which of course is a little bit more different. It's more intricate, I guess, than the typical guitar style. So frankly, to see such a great reaction in India to this sort of performance is amazing. And I've heard, I don't know if it's true, you can do the research, yeah, but I've heard from one fan in Mumbai that no other foreign percussive guitarist has ever really come to tour India. Is that right? You think so?
Yeah, we had Andy Mickey.
Okay, so he was wrong. The fan was wrong. But anyway, it's a beautiful thing. Like it's something that I really feel like we are starting something new, and I hope that other artists, maybe some of my friends, maybe just some people who watch me online and are becoming bigger and bigger, that they can follow and visit this beautiful country.
Years of our existence. So what makes it different?
Yeah, well, I think there's a stereotype in the world that India is disorganized, but I actually have not felt that way so far. Honestly, I'm being very frank. It's been definitely comparable to any other tour that I've had in the world, and definitely better than some of them, some of the more unlucky ones, let's say. So honestly, I'm very impressed, and Arpan has been doing a great job, so kudos to him. I think the biggest change that I feel in India is with the audience, because the audience is so young. It's such a young audience. I think if you took a survey, then the median age would be like 16 or something. Wouldn't you agree? Like it's younger than me. So I feel like an old man, and I'm 25. So that's lovely, and I think because they're so young and they're so hungry, and they really want to experience something different and something new, that's why they're so loud. So that's what Arpan is saying. In Delhi we had a small concert. For me it's like 400 people, 500 people. That's a small show, but the decibel levels of the audience were extreme. Excuse me, they were just extremely loud, which is phenomenal, Like it feels like a party. And even in Bengaluru, when we had a nicer, bigger show, say 1,000 people around that, and seated, still it feels like it doesn't feel like I'm playing to a wall. It feels like I'm playing to real, living, breathing young people who really want to conquer the world and learn music and make something of their own. So it's a more tactile feeling, everything is so real and so responsive. It's hard to explain in words, but it's definitely a big difference.
Yeah.